Inshallah and Ashe. Once again, welcome to this Mystic Monday. Welcome to this week's show with the Mystic Messages. Once again, I am your host, Tonya D. And today we're diving into some major cosmic shifts that are truly igniting and lighting up the skies. This week, specifically today, early this morning, anybody in the coven do the ritual for the cosmic wave? Anybody there in the coven? We have Uranus, or Uranus has moved into Gemini, bringing some shocking insights, unexpected ideas, and a shift in the way we communicate like never ever before. So this planetary move is all about breaking free from old mental patterns, embracing new perspectives, expanding how we connect, sharing ideas. I coined it an airball collision, where the winds of change are stirring up fresh energy, pushing us to evolve intellectually and emotionally. And speaking of big shifts, we also are approaching the full buck moon in Capricorn this week. So this is a very powerful time of culmination, release, where we honor the wisdom of Capricorn, the energy of Capricorn, focused on legacy, structure, long-term goals, commanding our hand centers. It's time to review the foundations we've been building, deciding what needs to be released to really make room for growth. So with all of this cosmic intensity, I'm going to be bringing in the 4 pillars, the elemental insights for the full buck moon. This Capricorn energy really does align with the element of earth. So we're looking at how to ground and solidify our intentions for the future. We're going to explore how earth, water, fire, and metal play a role in balancing and aligning during this potent lunar phase. So truly get ready to harness the energy of the full buck moon as we discuss how to channel these powerful influences into your personal transformation and actual manifestation practices. You can also tune into the full buck moon meditation for more moon insights and elemental ritual conversations or conversions, as well as the airball collision, which I recorded last week here on YouTube. For deeper insights, I did bring in the elementals as well, just for that. Very insightful. But Reflector's guidance this week, we do kick off the week. Let me scroll on down here with the moon in Sagittarius, a Sag moon. So what does this mean? We're going to climax and rise to the tides of the full buck moon in Capricorn, but let's ride this cosmic wave. So with your natal moon in Sagittarius during Cancer season, the sun in Cancer, this inner wanderer meets the emotional waves of the sacred home body, the emotional foundation. So it's a dance between seeking freedom and feeling your feels, the feelers. So natal Sag moons during Cancer season are wanderlust of the heart and the soul, the wanderlusting. So if your moon is in Sagittarius, your natal moon, you crave freedom, expansion, truth, soul adventure. Your emotional world thrives on optimism, big visions, bigger than big visions, spontaneous wisdom quests. You process your feelings best when there's movement, laughter, or even a higher meaning involved, a philosophy. Now enter Cancer season, the sun transiting Cancer, where the cosmos turns the lights down low, pulling out the photo albums, lights a candle to call you inward. It's nostalgic. It's emotional. It wants you to stay put and feel something, which might make your Sag moon a little twitchy for escape. But here's the alchemy. Cancer season doesn't want to trap your fire. It wants to tenderize it, to show you that emotional vulnerability can be liberating, not limiting. So when you stop running from the feeling, you realize it's been guiding your truth all along. So this moon may feel like a tug of war between needing space and feeling the pull of connection, deep desire for truth telling, and emotional honesty. You're less tolerant of anything fake or even superficial. You may experience spontaneous bursts of emoting, and not know where they even come from. Nostalgic waves may stir up reflections on your path, your purpose, or even your past journeys. And Sag moons feel deeply, but don't always pause to really unpack that suitcase of emotion. And Cancer season unzips it for you gently if you let it in. So, to work with this energy, first you want to turn your inner quest inward. Instead of booking a flight, taking a journey into your own psyche. So, what emotional truths are ready to be explored? And create a meaningful storytelling ritual, writing a letter to your younger self or even your future self. And allow and let the fire of Sag and the heart of Cancer really merge and come together in a compassionate truth. And move emotion through your body. Dance, hike, do yoga, Tai Chi. Let movement be your meditation and your emotional integration tool. Let laughter and tears coexist, commingle. Like, watch something that makes you cry and laugh simultaneously. Let both emotions flow because they're both part of the healing. And if your Sag moon is an affirmation, actually, here's an affirmation for your Sag moon. If your natal moon is in Sagittarius, where am I going with this? Basically, I honor the truth of my heart. I allow emotion to be my guide, not my cage. My freedom expands through feeling, literally allowing and expanding your feelings, and believe in the feeling that comes in. Next, we really want to ground into the earthy energy of the Capricorn full buck moon during Cancer season. I would say yeah, and then some. So this is like earth and water creating a sacred container for powerful growth. So with the full moon in Capricorn at 18 degrees, lighting up the sky during Cancer season, this is a powerful lunar return for those with the natal moon in Capricorn. It's a time of sacred accountability, being an accountant, emotional mastery, karmic closure even. So let's dive into it and give it that extra depth and some structure that Capricorn moons truly crave. So for the natal Capricorn moons during this sun transit in Cancer, emotional mastery and sacred completion. Full moon activation for you happening or arriving July 10th, Thursday this week, 4:38 a.m. Mountain Time. Be sure to tune into your village. 18 degrees Capricorn. So what does this even mean? If your moon is in Capricorn, you're emotionally wired for resilience, self-discipline, long-term vision. You don't shy away from responsibility, if often. You embody it, actually. But while you hold the world together for others, you often forget that you, too, need some softness. So enter Cancer season, your polar opposite on this wheel of the zodiac here, the celestial bodies, where Capricorn builds walls for safety and Cancer pours water over them to see what's hiding inside. And now, with a full moon in Capricorn, it's your turn to be center stage in this cosmic balancing act. So this full moon is more than a check-in. It's a harvest. It's a harvest, a culmination of the emotional labor, the inner work, and boundaries you've upheld. Sometimes silently, sometimes sacrificially. So with the sun in Cancer, this natal moon may feel like a deep sense of closure or breakthrough around emotional maturity, ancestral patterns, or long-term goals. A possible resurfacing of grief, duty, pressure, even. You've been carrying alone, possibly. So there's a need to restructure your emotional life to stop over-functioning and let others rise as well. There's a call to honor your inner elder, even. You know more than you give yourself credit for. So you're being invited to let go of what no longer aligns with your evolved self, your evolution, and to celebrate just how far you've actually come and you've arrived. And to work with the full moon energy for you, ritual, of course, a ritual of completion, just writing down a pattern, a habit, a role, something you've outgrown, burn it, bury it, place it under a stone, something solid to really represent the gravity of your release. And also embody your wisdom by spending time with your inner mentor, asking yourself, what would the wisest version of me choose right now? That inner elder. And also sacred boundaries. Do a sacred boundary ceremony, like lighting a black or a dark blue candle, and really speak out loud, invoke the boundaries you're reinforcing or redefining. And let the wax seal your intention. And celebrate your emotional work. Capricorn moons often skip the celebration, but not this time. Make space to honor the emotional scaffolding that you've built to carry yourself through life. And as an affirmation for a Capricorn moon during Cancer season, this is your full moon rising, right? I honored the strength it took to get here. Literally sit with that. Take a pause. I allow the weight I've carried to become I allow the weight I've carried to become wisdom, not burden. I am safe to feel, to release, and to rise. Like really embody that. And we finish this week with the moon in Aquarius during, the sun in Cancer season. So this one's got a totally different flavor. Air meets water. So with some rebellious clarity kind of incoming. So let's stir the cosmic waters with the natal moons in Aquarius during Cancer sun season energy. So there's a dance between cosmic detachment and emotional depth, logic and intuition, the higher mind and the sacred heart. So this is innovative emotions and sacred detachment during the season of the sun transiting Cancer. So if your natal moon is in Aquarius, you were born with an emotional system wired to observe before reacting, to think before feeling. You see patterns in chaos, make sense of the nonsensical, and often feel like you're watching human behavior from a higher orbit or even an octave. But during Cancer season, the tide shifts, it changes. The universe dials up the emotional volume, stirs those ancestral waters, and invite you back into the body, into the vulnerability. You usually prefer to filter through reason, and guess what? That's not a cosmic mismatch. It's a cosmic upgrade. So this season asks, can you soften without losing clarity, or can you feel without drowning? Can you allow the radical act of emotional presence? And if your natal moon is in Aquarius, your moon transiting the season of the sun in Cancer may feel a pull between emotional independence and a need for deeper connection. Especially in family or tribe, there could be a heightened awareness or collective patterning that you notice, social injustices, systematic flaws, and how they really affect your emotional well-being. You could even feel or have the urge to restructure your routines, your emotional responses that really feel outdated, possibly a little robotic, if you will. You could even have surprising insights about your emotional detachment. Maybe it's helped out. Maybe it's protected. Maybe it's time to rewire. So Cancer season teaches you that emotion isn't weakness. And Aquarius moon reminds us all that objectivity can be compassionate. So to work with this energy, water and air ritual. So writing your current emotional insights on pieces of paper, parchment, basically. Fold them into airplanes, if you will, and gently release them into water, a bowl, a stream, or even the bath. Let air and water merge in a metaphor. The heart-brain coherence, that practice. If you were in the workshop, Mind Plus Emotions, we discovered this a lot. Breathing slowly into your heart space while simultaneously focusing on gratitude. So this harmonizes your brilliant, genius Aquarius mind with your Cancerian emotional field simultaneously. But also rescript the emotional blueprint, the DNA, the coding, like the image here. Journal or voice memo your answers to, like, what emotion do I intellectualize instead of feeling? Or where am I ready to be felt by others, not just understood? And really connecting with your star family, whether cosmic, chosen, or even ancestral, really like reach out. Aquarius moons, you need connection with kindred spirits. who really just get it, get it. And an affirmation for you if your natal moon is in Aquarius. Here we go. I honor the wisdom of my emotions and the clarity of my thoughts. I open to intimacy without losing my edge. I am free to feel. Literally, you are free to feel. We're going to have a short break, and then we're going to dive into the Bazi, the 4 pillars lens of the full moon in Capricorn. The ritual is going to be uploaded into the coven online, the Shaman's Healing Academy. Members and subscribers, it'll be in that hub. So a short break, and we will return. Are you ready to tap into the cosmic currents and amplify your manifesting power? Join our monthly coven, a sacred space to elevate your desires through the wisdom of the stars. We've journeyed through the age of AI, balancing intuition and technology. We've unlocked the magnetic pole of your natal moon sign, and now delve into mind plus emotions for manifesting mastery, harnessing the power of your natal Mercury. Each month brings a new celestial focus, a new pathway to your dreams. Visit TonyaD.tv workshops to learn more and join the monthly coven. Your manifesting journey awaits. Inshallah. Welcome back, cosmic beings. Venus, love, beauty, and desire. So before we dive back into today's conversation, I truly want to invite you to something truly magical coming up this August. The Venetian workshop. It's just really kind of around the corner. We're going to be diving deep into the transformative energy of Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, abundance, desire. So this workshop is going to guide you through unlocking your Venetian energy, learning how to manifest through your own heart's desires, not the heart of the other, and really embracing the cosmic wisdom of Venus to create more love, beauty in every aspect and arena of your life. So if you're ready to align with the energy of Venus and really deepen your self-love practices, amplifying the beauty in your life, the beauty that resides within you, this workshop is definitely for you. As always, stay tuned for more details. Get ready to step into your own Venetian power coming up this August. And also, if you don't know, I do offer cowrie shell divinations sessions to really dive deep into your personal energy and cosmic design. In these sessions, I tap into ancient wisdom to guide you on your journey, your gift, and your purpose, whether it's for clarity, healing, or direction. If you're looking for deeper insight into your spiritual path, these sessions are a perfect way to unlock the answers you seek. Your heart knows. So if you're feeling called, head over to TonyaD.tv to schedule your cowrie shell divination session and receive personalized guidance. Now let's dive into today's conversation and continue aligning with the cosmic energies that are truly magnifying and guiding us this week. So bringing us together, there we go, the Bazi chart. The energy of the full buck moon along with the elementals, that's on this chart here. So let's break it down. So the full buck moon on July 10th, Capricorn, 4:38 a.m. Mountain Time in my village, which falls into the tiger hour, the hour of the tiger. The year pillar we're in, yin wood, the snake. The element yin wood, snake is fire. The month pillar, yin water, and the goat, the elements of yin water. The goat is yin earth, the soil. So we got some soil here. The day pillar, yang metal. The dragon, yang metal. The dragon, yang earth. And our day master's core energy, the yang metal. The hour, the yang earth tiger. So again, we've got a mountain range, if you will, yang earth. And the tiger is yang wood. And I've said this before, of all the elements, yang wood needs all the elements for balance. And that's in our hour. And the full moon, right? So this is a time of culmination, illumination, emotional peak, and also release. So it's like what has been growing now comes to fruition. This often reveals hidden truths or bringing situation to a head, to the forefront. And the full moon in Capricorn Capricorn's energy, being an earth sign ruled by Saturn, themes of structure, discipline, responsibility, all this earth in this chart is in alignment. It's ambition, goals, reputation. It's the practical application of our efforts, the practicality. So full moons here, this energy, often bring clarity around those long-term goals, career, public image, really urging us to take responsibility for our path, our gift, and our purpose. And the buck moon, the traditional name for the moon in July, the full moon, it's actually associated with the male deer, the bucks, growing their antlers. This symbolizes like new growth, strength, moving forward with purpose. And our day master, the young metal, is the sword. It's the axe. It's actually unrefined, so it's scratchy in a way. Maybe it needs to be sharpened. I'm just saying. But this represents the core energy for this full moon moment. So the qualities of young metal, strong, unyielding, decisive, like a sword, an axe, a large rock, even a boulder, the genies. It embodies determination, discipline, justice, integrity, a direct approach, if you will. Young metal, people with young metal day masters, those individuals, they're often leaders, valuing fairness and structure. They can be direct, sometimes unyielding. They possess a powerful sense of purpose. So as I break down each pillar and its interaction combo with the full moon, yeah, that's where we're going. So the day pillar, young metal dragon. Young metal dragon. So the heavenly stem, that's the young metal, that's our day master. This represents you, or the core energy of the day. And as a day master, this sets the tone, the stage. So young metal brings a powerful, direct, principled energy to our day. It's about decision, cutting through unnecessary elements, standing for what is right. So the full moon's energy will be processed through a lens of strong determination, a need for clear, decisive action. So there's an urge to cut to the chase regarding the revelations or the culmination of this particular full moon. So the earthly branch, the dragon, young earth, the mountain, in relationship to our day master, the young metal. So the dragon, being young earth, generates young metal. Earth nurtures metal or houses metal. It's stored in the metal or the earth. So this is our resource star. This is a resource energy. And the dragon is a very powerful young earth sign, symbolizing authority, charisma, ambition, great fortune. It's got this visionary, energetic, but also confident energy. And as a resource star, it represents our support, wisdom, knowledge, inner strength. And we've got a lot of it. So for this full moon, this is providing a very strong foundation of support, stability, wisdom for our day, our young metal day master. So the dragon's visionary energy helps inform the metal's decisive actions. So this suggests that the full moons, the revelations on the full moon, that they're grounded in a deeper understanding and purpose. And the young metal dragon day really brings a powerful combination of decisive action and strong visionary support, holding the foundation. So it's a day for purposeful determination, backed by deep wisdom and a very ambitious spirit, the dragon, right? Then the hour pillar, the young earth tiger. That's the hour in my village that time. So the heavenly stem, young earth, again, a mountain, in relationship to our day master, because it always comes back to the day. Young earth generates young metal, earth nurtures metal. So this is another resource star. Young earth is like a mountain, stable, reliable, grounded, and supportive. So this further reinforces this theme of a strong, supported, grounded energy for our day, the young metal. So it suggests that any revelations or decisions made during this full moon have a solid foundation and practical basis. It's the base note. And the earthly branch, the tiger, young wood, rooted even, in relationship to our day master, the young metal. The tiger, young wood, that is known as a wealth star. Metal controls wood. So the tiger is this dynamic yang wood sign embodying courage, leadership, enthusiasm, really has a pioneering spirit. It's energetic, independent. So that suggests that the outcomes or wealth related aspects of this full moon could be tied to courageous action, independent ventures, a pioneering spirit. So it really adds this vibrant, forward moving energy to the overall context. So the hour pillar, the yang earth tiger, this hour brings additional solid support, grounding, yang earth rooted, paired with this dynamic drive for courageous action and the potential wealth. That's coming from the Yangwood Tiger. So this further emphasizes taking purposeful steps based on a firm foundation, solid ground. The month pillar, which is new, if you tuned in last week, the month pillar, the yin water goat. So we got a lot of earth happening here. But the yin water and the heavenly stem or the atmosphere there in relationship to our day. So yin water is known as our output star because metal generates water. It's in the cycle. Yin water is like gentle rain, a flowing stream, a river, a calm river. It's adaptable, it's intuitive, it's sensitive. It's connected to our emotions along with the subconscious. So the month alone brings a very powerful undercurrent of intuition, sensitivity, emotional depth. So for a yang metal day, our core energy, this is how we express ourselves through thought, communication, emotional flow. So this suggests that the full moon, the revelations on the full moon, are going to be processed with a lot of inner feeling, subtle understanding. And the goat and the earthly realm, the terra firma, the branch, the yin earth, the soil, in relationship to our day. The goat, being yin earth, generates yang metal. So earth nurtures metal. So this is another resource star. And the goat is associated with creativity, compassion, empathy, a need for security. So as yin earth, it's nurturing and stable, but it also contains hidden fire, but also wood. So this even provides even more support and grounding for this energy, our core energy, the yang metal, our day master. So this adds a layer of compassion, creativity to the month's overall energy. And the yin water goat, the month, that brings a blend of deep intuition, emotional sensitivity, yin water, it's the inner world, nurturing support and groundedness, yin earth, the inner world again, the goat, the greatest of all time. So together, it really sets a backdrop for introspection, compassionate understanding during this full moon. And then we bring in the year pillar because they're all doing this elemental dance. They all matter. They're all together at the village, basically. But the yin wood snake, the year. The heavenly stem, yin wood, I've talked about this every week. But in relationship to this day master and this month, very different flavor, yin wood is our wealth star. Metal controls wood. So yin wood is flexible, adaptable. It represents deep-rooted growth, intuition, and nurturing. It's like a vine or grass. The more you prune it, the more it grows. But the broader year, like the elevated year context, this points to opportunities that are related to adaptable wealth or flexible growth. This suggests that the path to our resources, the path moving forward, might involve being versatile, connecting with others, community, and then the snake, the fire and the snake, in relationship to our day master. So the snake, fire, is our officer authority star. Fire controls metal, gives it shape. So the snake is very intuitive, wise, and charming. There's a lot of intuition happening here. But this one's a mysterious animal, shedding skin. So it's associated with transformation, hidden depths, intensity. So this introduces an element of challenge or control from the external environment. Fire controls metal. So it's the idea that this year has been about facing responsibilities, potential pressure, engaging with transformative energies. So the year, Yinwood Snake, provides this backdrop of adaptable wealth, opportunities, Yinwood, but also those transformative snake challenges, shedding skin, or external controls, again, fire and the snake. So it really is a year where growth requires navigating intense energies, But the overall energy for this full buck moon, it's characterized by strong support for our yang metal day master, the core energy, balanced by significant output, the water, and some controlling authority, the fire. And yang metal is decision and integrity. It's our core energy. It's one of strong purpose, integrity. It's the ability to make clear, decisive actions. So we're ready to cut through ambiguity, abundant resources, wisdom, and grounding, even. That's the presence of three earth branches, the dragon, the goat, the tiger, really generating our metal core energy, the day master, providing immense stability, wisdom, practical support. We've got soil and we've got a mountain range. We've got a tree and we've got a meadow and we've got fire, like bringing it all together. So we are very well resourced for whatever the full moon brings to light or sheds to light. There's an intuitive expression, deep understanding, and the yin water in the month. That means our expression and our understanding will be deeply intuitive, emotionally sensitive. We're not just strong, but we're also capable of profound, I like to say prophetic insights, actually. And the underlying challenges versus the transformation, which is the growth. The fire in the year of the snake, that acts as our authority, bringing external challenges or responsibilities that can refine and also temper the metal, leading to growth. So this aligns with that transformative nature of the full moon. And our wealth potential is action orientated, actually. So the tiger wood, yang wood, in the hour and the wood in the year represent our wealth we make and wealth that comes to us. So this suggests that the clarity and the decisions made around this full moon could open doors to new resources or independent ventures. So in essence, the full buck moon happening for us this week, Thursday, carries an energy of powerful culmination, clear, decisive action, deeply rooted wisdom, but it's supported by our inner strength. I would say it's a time when we can harness a grounded yet intuitive understanding, like literally bringing our intuition into the earth, cutting through or splicing through confusion, taking responsibility, and forging a path towards new purposeful growth and those kinds of opportunities. And the themes here with the Capricorn full moon, the theme of ambition, structure, really align beautifully with the yang metal's drive, the ample earth support. So for this chart, for this full moon day, and the elemental ritual, forge your purpose under the buck moon, that's going to be online in the coven. We're going to have another short break, and when I return, off to the deviant moon, the mystic moon messages for this week. What is your unique intuitive gift and psychic ability? Are you somebody who often gets a gut feeling about people or situations? Have you experienced deja vu? Do you easily pick up on the emotions of others around you? Or dream so vividly that those dreams become reality? Feel that your dreams have meaning? Feeling a connection to the natural world, the world of nature? Drawn to numbers, symbols, or sigils? Sensitive to your surroundings and are very aware of changes in your environment? Believe in a higher power, a spiritual dimension? This quiz is going to assist you to activate your unique intuitive gift and psychic ability, how to take action upon it, creating a career that authentically aligns and resonates with your intuitive gift and psychic abilities. So let's dive into it. Before we dive into today's weekly messages from the Deviant Tarot, if you haven't yet subscribed, now truly is the perfect time to join the Shamanic Healing Academy, the online coven. That's where I house all of my funds, my rituals basically, and become part of a community that's all about aligning with the cosmic energies, manifesting your dreams, embracing your unique gift and purpose, your spiritual path. So by subscribing, you get exclusive access to monthly workshops, live coven calls, personalized guidance. that will really elevate your spiritual practice. So it's a place where we come together to learn, heal, and grow, powered by the wisdom of the stars. So don't miss out on the magic. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, join us there, join the coven, really getting ready to receive the insights, energy that will guide you through the week and even beyond. So now let's tune into the weekly messages from the Deviant Tarot and see what wisdom is unfolding this day. So I do a little side chat shift. There I am. So coming from the Deviant Tarot, I've been using this for the entire Cancer season, going with the moon. So on this Mystic Message Moon's Day, we've got the Chariot. The Chariot, number 7. I like that. This one rolls in with determination. I'm loving this card. You can see the shield even. I like it. I'm going with it. But determination, shadow, and all. So under the nurturing but emotional deep waters of Cancer season, this card takes on a whole new edge within the moon deck. So let's just dive into it, right? So this is about mastering duality, claiming direction, sacred willpower. So the chariot doesn't ask, are you ready? It's not asking. It demands that you choose. So it's the energy of aligned action, but with a twist. So this is about harnessing your emotional tides, not suppressing them. So with the moon's influence, this isn't brute force, it's intuitive momentum. So in the deviant moon's kind of surreal world, the otherworldly, this message often shows an odd kind of dreamlike driver, half in shadow, half in light. So you are the vessel, but you're also the rider. You are the motion, but you're also the direction in blending. So as a reflector, reflecting, we want to ask ourselves, like, where am I being called? Where am I being called to take the reins in your own journey, your own life? Or what emotional undercurrents, the moon, must I acknowledge to move forward with power? And possibly, are we letting fear slow our momentum, or are we driving from alignment? Are we aligned driving? Again, weekly rituals for the Mystic Messages are also going to be housed online in the coven. Be sure to check them out. I would just do the one that called to you, because there's one for every day. And if you have time for that, of course, always. It's kind of like invocation and prayer work of affirmation, basically, speaking, invoking. But flowing into terrific Tuesday, Mars Day. Let's keep this mystic current rolling. We've got the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is hanged. Or hung. I'm going to go with the hanging man. Now that's kind of juicy, right? On a terrific Tuesday, Mars Day, the hung man. The planet of action, assertion, drive. So we're met with the hanged man, and I'm going with reversed this week, and talk about a cosmic kind of contradiction that demands our attention. What do we have here? So terrific Tuesday, the hanged man reversed. This is restlessness, reclamation. It's the end of the wait. The hanged man reversed on a Mars day is like a cosmic rubber band. You've been stretching, waiting, observing, but now the tension snaps. So it's the time for passive pause. That's past. So I would say what once offered perspective now feels like stagnation. So the message, reclaim your movement, flip the narrative, flip the switch. And the surreal world, this message reversed, can feel like falling out of a dream and waking up with a jolt. But that awakening, however uncomfortable, is sacred. Turn it into a glimmer. We actually had this card last week. That's why I went with the reversed vision of it. And true fashion, I felt this was a call to go to the other side. As a side note, just saying. But really ask yourself tomorrow, like, what have I been waiting on that's actually waiting on me? Am I sacrificing my own truth for somebody else's comfort? How often do we do that? Or what excuses am I done hanging on to and letting them go? So are you ready to move into Wizardry Wednesday with Mercury's magical wisdom? Let's see what the spell unfolds midweek. Look what we have. Woohoo! Yes, and yes, some more. Page of Pentacles. Look at that metal. A lot of metal, I'm noticing. Lots of metal. So Wizardry Wednesday is welcoming the Page of Pentacles on Mercury's day, no less. So here, intellectual meets embodiment. Ideas begin their dance with form or taking form. So with Mercury's curiosity, the Page's earthly wisdom, we're planting seeds with our mind and tending them with our hands. This is about initiation, earthly curiosity, thoughtful devotion. So this message is the student of the sacred. It's the apprentice of abundance. The Page of Pentacles sees opportunity in the soil, even before the sprouts. Their expression might seem odd or dreamlike, yet that just mirrors our own experience of learning something new, whether it's awkward, fascinating, or oh so full of potential. So on Mercury's day, the Page is whispering. It's not just about thinking, it's about doing with intention. So the action takes the stage. So it's like, what new skill, ritual, or practice are we ready to kind of apprentice ourselves into? Or how can we stay rooted while dreaming big and bigger? So even like what message is our body, like listening to your body? What's your body trying to teach your mind? So I really like this as well. Now let's dive into Tantalizing Thursday with Jupiter's expansive glow and see what's unfolding here. So let's pull back the veil, and we've got the Ace of Wands. Every time the ace comes up, I think of that song, right? So here we have it. Woohoo! The Ace of Wands. Talk about divine timing on Tantalizing Thursday, ruled by expansive Jupiter, seeking Jupiter, right? But it's also under the full moon's luminous spell, the energy there. So we're greeted, put that down because I get moving. We get greeted by the Ace of Wands. It's the beginning of something. It's a flaming staff of pure potential, lit by spirit, but also by passion. And I'm loving the little baby there. I don't know if you can see the little baby. So this is a cosmic yes. It's a green light from the universe. It's a strike of soul fire. I love that altogether. So Tantalizing Thursday, the Ace of Wands, the full moon in Capricorn. This is ignition, inspiration. It's the wild spark of becoming. And the Ace of Wands often appears surreal, otherworldly torch, organic wand. I'll take it all, but burning with strange vitality. It's kind of vigorous, I think. So it's not polite fire, it's primal, fertile, it's raw. I would even say it's vigorous. Paired with Jupiter's bountiful frequency in Cancer and the full moon's peaking, this is the moment to act, speak, or begin the very thing that's been glowing quietly within. This is divine ignition, and you're the keeper, you're the flame keeper of your own flame. So with this message, the full moon plus Jupiter kind of activation all together, it's like, what are we truly passionate about right now in the moment? Like, where do I need to boldly begin, even if it scares me? Challenge those fears. Or what soul desire can no longer wait to be expressed? Like, what is your soul desiring? So I feel like this is a very powerful powerhouse kind of energy in this day. So let's keep flowing into Fantastic Friday and see how we seal this mystical week, shall we? Oh, goddess, yes. What a lush and grounded, lush, grounded finale. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, we go from the Wands to the Pentacles. Can't make that shift up. There we go. So on Fantastic Friday, ruled by Venus, goddess of beauty and abundance, love, just entered Gemini, speaking. We're receiving the Ace of Pentacles from the Deviant Moon Tarot, if you're curious. So this is an offering from the unseen. It's an invitation into embodied magic. I would even say medicine for that matter. It's about new foundations, earthly blessings, prosperous seeds. So after a week of inner spark, our Ace of Wands, soul ignition, the Ace of Pentacles is speaking, invoking. It's like, now let it land. So in this world, this energy, this message appears with kind of odd fingers or roots, kind of gripping a golden coin, an orb. So it's not just a symbol around money, it's manifested intention, it's desire crystallized. And on a Venus day, no less. So expect beauty and bounty in a very tangible form. Asking ourselves, like, what physical or financial seed are we ready to plant? And how can I align my values with how I earn or give, for that matter? What does true wealth look like for my soul? Wealth comes in many forms. Allow money to love on you for a change. So I really like these messages. And an affirmation for this week with the moon. Let me do a little switchy switch. An affirmation this week. Get rid of my cute self. Where am I? There I go. This one's a little long, not going to lie. I did have a short one. But this is coming from the full moon in Capricorn, the Buck Moon, of course. That's what we're rooted in, plus Uranus in Gemini. I rise rooted in purpose. I lead with integrity. My actions shape the sacred legacy I am here to build. So build on, lead from truth, and build with purpose. Okay, well, that's a wrap for this week. Dive into the coven, the ritual recipes. And as we close today's cosmic journey, Ashe, and thank you for joining me today's Mystic Messages. We've explored the current cosmic energies, deepening our understanding of the moon cycles. We've tapped into the elemental pathways guiding us this week, especially for this full moon. And remember, the Venetian journey is coming up in August. If you're ready to align with the magic of love, beauty, and abundance, and so much more, stay tuned for more details. Venus really is preparing to help us manifest the life we desire through shared resources, possibly. And if you're craving more guidance, don't forget to schedule your cowrie shell divination, of course, your session. Whether you need clarity, direction, or insight, I'm here to help you unlock your unique cosmic design. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe, join the online coven, the Shaman Healing Academy, where we share monthly workshops, live coven calls, and all the support you need to stay aligned with the universe. Until next time, Friday at least, stay connected with the stars, honor your path, but more importantly, remember, you are the magic, the medicine, the gift in this world. So with all of that, ashe and blessings, and of course, I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for tuning in. Share with a friend, a loved one, even a frenemy. It's all good.